Welcome, I'm Dorota Trupp, a qualified nutritionist delivering to you the latest nutritional tips. Today, I would like to share with you some very useful information regarding eating bread and sourcing the right bread for you. Eating bread is a millennial-old habit, so old in fact that its origins are almost lost in the midst of time. Even today, bread is more than simple foodstuff. It is a heritage to be protected, a food that accompanies each meal from breakfast to dinners in many countries and cultures. So much so that we must respect biodiversity, the environment and the raw material. Nutritionally, bread has been hunted for the past many years, mainly because of the troublesome gluten, as well as because bread is a pure source of carbohydrates, and we know that too much of carbohydrates, especially the simple ones, makes us put on weight. Well, as with everything, balance is the key. I think that good quality bread is a healthy addition to our diet, as long as we know how to choose a good bread. Because in recent years, food industry has been serving us with something that we aren't entirely happy with, which is highly processed bread with too many chemicals added and no flavor whatsoever. Bread that made us feel bloated and left us feeling hungry. So let's focus on how easy it is to recognize and choose really good bread. Well, you have to start from the right shop you walk into to source your quality bread. I'd stay away from supermarket breads and really invest my time and money to find either organic health food store that sells freshly baked bread from a bakery, or find a small bakery that is known for its quality product. I might be brutal here, I'm so sorry, I'm not against supermarkets. I just noticed over the many years living in Australia that it was impossible for me to find the type of bread there that ticks all my boxes for healthfulness and flavor. So, choose unsliced bread, whole grain, sourdough, freshly baked. Once you are in the right store to purchase your bread, there are the things to pay attention to. Fragrant aroma and great aspect. The senses are the first thing to be satisfied when we are eating good bread. It can be recognized by its aroma and the richness of its flavor. Best preserved in large loaves that maintain the right degree of humidity and flavor long conservation. Crispy crust. A good bread can be recognized by biting into the crust. It is better to avoid bread that is a rubbery crust. It might not be a very digestible because of the high quality of gluten that it contains. Bread made from Asian grains is lighter and more digestible thanks to the weak glutinous mesh. The crust must be crisp, thick and dark. However, pay attention to the color of the crumb. Be aware of bread with whole wheat flour. They were not all created equal. Many wholemeal flour loaves contain visible brown leaves, a sign that a recomposed industrial flour has been used and made starch and brown. Too much brown bread, it could also, or too brown bread, it could also mean that malt has been used, and that means it's got added sugar. Slightly acidic flavor. Quality bread can be recognized by the acidic hint, the fermentation of the mother yeast, characterized by lower pH compared to brewer's yeast. What's the result? A tasty nutritionist bread that's much more digestible and able to last for several days. Also pay attention to ingredients. The fewer ingredients, the better it is. Making a good bread doesn't take many ingredients. If you buy bread that is labeled, check the label. It should only really contain water, flour, mother yeast and salt. You don't need anything else. If you, however, buy in directly from a bakery, ask the baker what flour was used. Was it organic or is it an Asian grain? If possible, it is better to choose Asian and indigenous wheat varieties produced with sustainable agricultural practices. It will have weak gluten, and as a consequence, it will be loaf that is much more easy digestible. And how much bread a day is healthy? I believe that 1 serving of bread a day is perfectly healthy. That is, of course, if you can handle gluten. Personally, I would not recommend eating your bread 3 times a day, simply because bread is still high in kilojoules and you like to be giving yourself a chance to eat a lot of fresh, colorful vegetables as well. So, thank you so much for listening. I'm Dorota Trupp, and that was your nutritional tip of the week. For more information about nutrition and free healthy recipes, please visit my website dorotatrupp.com.au and subscribe to my newsletter or my YouTube channel. You can also book one-on-one coaching consultation with me via my website, and to this post today I'm attaching a free recipe on how to make a nice wholesome bread at home. Thank you so much for listening, and bye for now.